We have a presentation from the Clinton County Legislature. And I invite Chairman Mark Henry and Legislator Calvin Castine to come forward to make this presentation to Bishop LaValle.
Bishop LaValle probably in 1988. Just went to summer over here for your ordination. He spent the summer in St. Mary's and he still went to it. So. Whether you confirmants realize it or not, represent the future of the church. So it's important that you know the history of the Catholic Church. Catholic presence in the North Country has been traced back to the mid-1600s. In 1808, although there are no actual church buildings here, this area was considered to be part of the Diocese of New York. I'm sure, however, that the French-Canadian Catholics residing in the area aligned themselves more closely with Quebec. In 1847, it became part of the Diocese of Ogdensburg. Then 150 years ago, in February 1872, we became the Diocese of Ogdensburg. And by that time, we had many active parishes. I admit to being around for just about half of those 750 years. St. Joseph's of Coopersville is considered to be this region's mother church, with many French-Canadian immigrants migrating here in the early 1800s. As early as 1806, Reverend Joseph Signet would travel from Quebec to minister to the settlers of what is now known as Coopersville. Their first St. Joseph's Church was built in 1818. The present stone structure was built around 1845. By the mid-1800s, Irish immigrants were also plentiful in the North Country. The first St. Patrick's Church in Ross's Point was consecrated in 1859. The present-day church was dedicated in 1925. Here at St. Mary's, our first recorded masses were ministered by Father Mignon in 1818 in the home of Louis Marnet. St. Mary's Parish was established in 1860, and this church building that we're sitting in is Leland today, was dedicated by Bishop Wadhams in 1887. First worship in Morse Forks is at the home of Mitchell Moira in 1860. His last name is spelled just like that town in Franklin County, Moira. The church was dedicated in 1861, and St. Anne's was incorporated in 1880. It was rededicated and expanded in 1933, and we all know about the recent changes and blessing that occurred in 2020. St. Anne's has produced many priests, including Father Alan Schnaub and Bishop Terry LaValle. Holy Angels was first established in 1870, and the church built on land donated by John Hanley. That building was destroyed by fire in 1906. The construction of the present church was completed by 1908. Clinton County is proud to recognize our native son, Bishop Terry LaValle, and his very important 150th anniversary. Therefore, it is now my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Clinton County Legislature and a very active person of Sacred Heart Church in Chazy, our Clinton County Chairman of the Legislature, Mr. Mark Henry.
Thank you, Cal. Good evening, everyone. It's a double pleasure to be here this evening. I didn't know until recently that this was also going to be a confirmation ceremony. So I am certainly happy to be here for that. I offer my best wishes to those who are confirmed and to the families of those who are confirmed. And if you would just indulge me for just a second, I couldn't help, as I was sitting out there, to think back many years ago to my own confirmation over in Alexandria Bay, New York, on the banks of the St. Lawrence River. I selected as my confirmation St. Lawrence, pretty obvious. The reason I did that is because of the St. Lawrence River. Secondly, Lawrence was the, I think in like 250 AD, was the archdeacon for Rome. And Lawrence, legend has, was martyred by being placed on a grate. If I'm correct, Bishop, please correct me. Was martyred by being placed on a grate and was roasted and grilled on one side over hot embers, and it was turned over and roasted on the other side over hot embers. Again, legend would have it that in the middle of that, St. Lawrence said, "I'm done on this side, please turn me over." He did that, again, legend says, cheerfully and with courage. As a local politician for many years, I have a kindred spirit with that attitude of being grilled on both sides. I hope that I also will respond, as St. Lawrence did, with cheerfulness and with courage. Now, the reason we're here tonight is Bishop Valley, Lewis, and Bob's. It is my honor to represent the Clinton County Legislature as we help to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Diocese of Ogdensburg. It is a testament to many things, I think, of a diocese that's this size that runs, I believe, in its current form, from Adams to Alexander Bay, Champlain to Shakespeare, Ticonderoga to Bells. I'm sure that's through the grace of God, through the faithfulness of the parishioners, the dedication and compassion of the priests of this diocese, and certainly for the leadership represented tonight by Bishop LaValle, of all the bishops for the last 150 years that have led this diocese. So it is my honor. I have the hardest job today, by the way, because there's nobody out there that can read this. This font is so small, it's unbelievable. It is my honor to represent the Clinton County Legislature, whereas religious institutions and the many spiritual, social, and educational benefits they confer play a vital role in the development of the ethical and spiritual values of their community, and whereas attendant to such concerns and in full accord with long-standing traditions, the Clinton County Legislature is justly proud to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the founding of the Diocese of Ogdensburg, and whereas Pope Pius IX established the Diocese of Ogdensburg on February 16, 1872, and placed it under the leadership of the Right Reverend Edgar P. Waddens, the first Bishop of Ogdensburg, and whereas since that time, the Diocese of Ogdensburg has served Clinton County, along with the counties of Essex, Lewis, Franklin, Berkeley, Jefferson, and St. Louis, and the towns of Ohio and Webb, and Herkimer, and Hamilton County. And whereas the Roman Pontiff has appointed 13 successors of the apostles to follow the Right Reverend Edgar P. Waddens as shepherd of the Diocese of Ogdensburg, and the current bishop is the Most Reverend Terry R. Valley, a native of the town of Moores in Clinton County. And whereas the Diocese of Ogdensburg has established itself as the lifeblood of our Catholic community through leadership and service to 78 parishes, 3 missions, 8 elementary and 2 high schools, a nursing home for the aged, and looks forward to continuing the mission of the Church in the North Country. And whereas on August 10th, 2022, at the Cathedral of St. Mary's, the Diocese of Ogdensburg will celebrate the 150th anniversary. Now therefore, be it resolved, the Clinton County Legislature pauses in its deliberation and commemorate the 150th anniversary of the founding of the Diocese of Ogdensburg, fully confident that this commemoration reflects the belief in those values which enhance the dignity and purpose of life, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution, suitably embossed, be transmitted to the Most Reverend Terry R. Valley of the Diocese of Ogdensburg, signed under my name. Thank you very much.
Bishop LaValle, because Francis is one of Bishop LaValle's heroes. So Legislator Francis is able to be here.
In fact, it was the topic of one of my confirmation homilies.
Bishop,